I have ever closely observed. I mean, the poor man, as gifted as he is, he was
$6-7 billion business a year. But if we're going to stick to the conversation that we talk about accolades and body of work,
6. The chosen one
LeBron's
became the frozen one. I've never seen a collapse like that for a superstar.
Giving us
And you
all
know
a
I'm right about
playbook
that.
to follow. And in sports, we're a little fucked up, but you got to be a little fucked up to do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, to compete.
One thing's for certain. I don't care if LeBron James got one leg. The Cleveland Cavaliers should and would, could,
and
is
sit and
better.
have a conversation about what he's going through on a day-to-day. Who can have those conversations? That truly know.
To do this, try to put everybody in place. He's the first athlete out of all the athletes that came along from the hood to get it right. He got his homeboys in.
And LeBron James, to me, has proven over many, many years to be the most mentally fragile.
Everyone has a take on LeBron James. Skip Bayless says born without a clutch gene. Draymond Green, a man who went to war with LeBron across multiple finals, says he literally copies the man's entire playbook and calls him for life advice. But what do the people who actually shared a locker room, a court, a final series with him, what do they really think? Not the ESPN version, not the Twitter version, the real one. Stay till the very end, because what gets said in this video changes how you see LeBron James forever.
It's like when he was in his 14th, 15th year, I was just like, when he's his 17th, 18th year, it's just like, damn, that's actually is dope. When you're 39 in your 20th year, and then like half your life is in the league, and then you played against like 40% of the players that's ever played in the league, it's just like, that longevity has to mean something. That has to be a standard. Like, if you really, truly want to know what greatness is like, of course you can accumulate championships in a short amount of time and accolades in a short amount of time. You can have a nice, quick spurt of moment, but like, I truly appreciate somebody who's been in that shit for a long time.
I got to tell you something, so this is sacrilegious. I grew up in the 90s. Michael Jordan broke the Knicks' heart. He broke the Pacers' heart when my man Mark Jackson was there. He created this basketball culture. Jordan shoes, $6-7 billion business a year. But if we're going to stick to the conversation that we talk about accolades and body of work, LeBron's body of work is second to none. It is second to none.
It is. It is. It is. This is his consistency is showing up, and that got to mean something.
He's the all-time leading scorer.
He showed up, and that's what I appreciate about Bron, and that I overlooked and underestimated when it comes to him. His enthusiasm and love for the game of basketball. And it's that simple. It's not more, nothing more than that. I know LeBron and his brand is just so much built on top, but the foundation is that. And I think everything he does is a foundation from I just enjoy showing up and I enjoy being who I am in this space every day. And that's something I can appreciate and learn from, because it's literally that simple for a lot of people that's been in it for a long time. I was watching a random ass Vinny Testaverde doc.
That's
and
random.
You know, when I watch somebody, I just go in deep for like at least a day or two of like pause.
Sorry, shout out Cam and Mason.
Pause that. I go in deep dive of like who somebody is. Like, I think Vinny played maybe 20-something years.
Well, that's crazy. And
Like,
he
if
had an Achilles injury.
And he had an Achilles injury. I think he played over 20 years.
He
And
played a long ass time.
Vinny, right?
Yeah.
He played a long time.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of other quarterbacks and football players that played 16, 17, 18 years. And it's just like, you truly you don't get it until you hit like 15, 16 years in the league, how hard it is to wake up every day, knowing what you know, and still come to work and still having to mesh with other people who are just experiencing this for the first time or don't know as much as you know, and you still get up and want to work as hard as you can and be the best teammate and work that's greatness to me.
And every day have to be LeBron James. Every day, whoever you run into and whatever fan sees you, it's the greatest day of their life. You have to show up. You grew up in an era where your voice was asked to be spoken and you showed up and you spoke.
Yeah.
You built a blueprint for a business. You went through shit. And to do it for that long, I think it's been more mind-blowing for me this year to watch it than ever before.
And it goes back to that GOAT thing, right? Like, how many people can relate to LeBron James on earth? Sit and have a conversation about what he's going through on a day-to-day. Who can have those conversations that truly know what he's going through as LeBron James? How many people?
So few. I'm like one hand. One hand.
But who else?
All right, let me give you somebody.
Michael Jordan for sure. We don't even have to talk about him. Michael Jordan for sure.
Tom Brady. Serena Williams. I think in a very weird way, I mean, let me not shake up the direction of the convo, but someone like Drake.
Easily. Tiger Woods.
I mean, Tiger Woods has a different, separate combo for himself because, like, he was good, but life comes into play. You can't account for life, and that's why when you think about LeBron and what he's been able to persevere through and avoid, and it comes with it.
Our way.
I'm not mad at that. Watching LeBron, year 17, and the fucking amazing season he had, him being a personal friend to you, what are your thoughts on how he's playing in year 17 at the level he's been able to sustain?
Man, LeBron, he incredible, man. Like
Incredible.
Like everybody appreciate LeBron, the basketball player and all of that. I appreciate LeBron, the person, but also the discipline that he has. You know, like, you're not able to maintain the level of greatness that he's been able to maintain without the discipline that he has. Like, he got to be one of the most disciplined people and players to ever grace this league. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why he's been able, years 17, 18, been able to maintain this level. It's his discipline. You know, it's his discipline and commitment to this game. And you know what I'm saying? For me, to build a relationship with LeBron, you know, it's been a special thing, you know, because I've been able to learn so much from him on and off the court. You know, I kind of, LeBron is he's been a trailblazer for athletes as a whole and the way we think today.
Thanks.
And, you know, I have an appreciation for that. And to be honest, I try to mock everything he do because I feel like, you know, he set the standard and given us all a playbook to follow. And in sports, we're a little fucked up, but you got to be a little fucked up to do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, to compete the way we compete sometimes with friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to click it off and hate this motherfucker for 48 minutes and then, like, snap out of it. You know what I'm saying? And, like, go on about life.
Sicko.
And so we got to be a little sick, and we all are, I think. But, and so with LeBron, I've been able to build that relationship with him. But at the same time, when we step on the court, we both mutually know, like, I will lay you the fuck out. And, and he will fucking run through me. And it is what it is. And I hate you while we on this court. But because we trying to get the same thing. We trying to get rings. You know what I'm saying? But
that's respect. But that's the respect players show to each other. You know, we cool. But we cool off the court. Everybody know that. But the respect is shown on the court. And you show me respect by trying to take my head off, because that's the same way we supposed to approach the game.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And so for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to try to take you out. But then off the court is love. And by the way, I'm trying my hardest to go through your fucking playbook and steal it. Because in sports, you know, as sick as we are to turn that off and on, we're also a little fucked up from the standpoint like, oh, this guy is doing that, but why would I go do that? I'm going to go do this.
Right.
And, you know, like I've said it before publicly, the CEO of Apple ain't looking at the CEO of Google like, oh, well, I'm not going to do that because he's doing it. They may try to add their own, you know, something to their service to make their service better, but they're not trying to go a completely different path. And in sports, we're almost conditioned. And like I spoke on the slave mentality before in sports. We almost got a slave mentality of like, oh, LeBron's doing this, well, I can't do that. Why the fuck not? Like,
Right.
It's proven to be fucking great, and it's proven to be the absolute golden standard of all gold. Why not take that fucking playbook and call him and say, yo, what would you do in this situation? Or why did you do this like this? Or, you know, like I talked to Brian earlier this year, and I'm like, yo, I feel like I noticed that you kind of went from the villain to like just making everything about fun. Like, am I far off there? Like, and he like, I had to do that. I had to do that to refine the love for the game that I had as a kid, because that's what drove me my whole life. And then, yeah, being like the villain was cool for a time, but I had to do that. You know what I'm saying? And like, obviously, I've been the villain for a long time, like all my career pretty much. And so just trying to find different ways to pivot. One guy I called is one guy that I've watched, LeBron, do it to a fucking T. Why not call him an accident? But we're so fucked up as athletes at times where it's like, I'm not going to call him an accident because that's a sign of fucking weakness. Or
he's a blueprint, dog.
If you can't call an accident, then you are fucking weak and you trying to cover it up. You're not strong and like
That's
fucking staying strong. You're fucking weak and you're trying to cover up your weakness.
He's a blueprint. LeBron a blueprint. I say it all the time. I say it. So many basketball players, Dre, come along with their homeboys and try to do this, try to put everybody in place. He's the first athlete out of all the athletes that came along from the hood to get it right. He got his homeboys in place. He made sure everybody in the NBA make him out. Like he's changed a lot in the game and for his own people. And I've seen so many basketball players come along, even myself, that tried to put my people in place and couldn't do it right. So he is definitely the blueprint, bro. And it makes no sense to get information from somebody else when the blueprint is giving away the information.
Absolutely, 100%. They've built a fucking empire.
And I mean, just another thing. I know you're huge. Just understand. I've heard you speak on it before. Understanding the business of basketball. The empowering yourself and what you represent. You're a CEO of your company. And like we said, he has laid the foundation unlike any other athlete in the history of the game. You know what I mean? He has laid the foundation of mastering. Although Jordan had his Jordans and Kobe was on his path, rest in peace, LeBron has showed you the business of basketball in several different realms and how being the CEO of my company on this court could open up every door in the world for me. And no one has done that better than he has.
Absolutely. It's like I said, it's completely changed the mindset of the athlete as a whole. Like not just basketball players, football players, like athletes as a whole. It's completely changed the mind of an athlete. And once you change the mind is what gives us power. Knowledge is power. And so he's changed the mindset of an athlete, which in turn has given us athletes much more power. And I personally don't think he get enough credit for it. Like, yeah, we give him credit because that's how we was raised. It's love, you know what I'm saying? It's love for our brother. But he don't get enough credit for what he's done. And as much credit as he gets credit for being a great basketball player. Fuck that. Like, he fucking changed the mind of the athlete as a whole. And that's special.
As promised, now we'll move around the association. First up, we got Bron returning to Cleveland. Very emotional return. I can imagine that being emotional, number one. Just being back at the crib, but all he's done for the city of Cleveland, bringing the championship to the city. You know, they play those highlights. I think for Bron, like, what is it, one more game in Cleveland maybe? But you just start really counting the days, right? Like, man, I don't know how many more I have in this building. And I think the journey just take you there, right? Like, you start to replay, you see things, man. You see Bronny up there as a little baby. You see Bryce. You may see Z, you may see Van, like the things that you may see up there, teammates, the memories, the lane that it can take you back down. It's I get it. I get the emotion. And I think, incredible to have that moment. Because like I say, you just don't know in the current state that is being a player, you just don't know how many more of the moments you got. And, to see him embrace it and cherish it, super dope. Super dope. Super dope moment for Bron. Super dope moment for the Q, for Cleveland as a whole. Just super dope and well-deserved moment for Bron in Cleveland last night. I found it very funny. And speaking of Bron in Cleveland, I found it very funny Jalen Tyson announcing the city of Cleveland as belonging to Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is a great basketball player. Absolutely incredible basketball player. Like top 15, 10, whatever your opinion is, in the NBA, player in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell has not gotten out of the second round in Cleveland. Jalen Tyson, and I saw he apologized to him, apologized after the game. I thought in that moment, Donovan Mitchell should have corrected him right in the moment. Like, hey, man, no, sir. There need to be more done before this can be my city. And even in doing more, I still don't know that it can be Donovan Mitchell's city. It's Cleveland. I just don't know that it can be. But the reality is, for Jalen Tyson, I think the young fella should understand how this works. And this is no shot at Donovan Mitchell. I think Donovan Mitchell would probably agree with me, is Cleveland is more Kyrie Irving's city than it is Donovan Mitchell's city. Because Kyrie Irving won a championship in Cleveland. So until this Cleveland group wins a championship in Cleveland, it's actually Iman Shumpert's city even more so than any of these guys. Tristan Thompson, J.R. Smith, it's Richard Jefferson, Channing Frye. It's actually more of those guys' city until these guys win a championship there, because those guys can always walk in that arena and look up and say, oh, that's us. That's how this works. So, again, no shots at Donovan Mitchell. No disrespect to Donovan Mitchell. I think the only thing Donovan Mitchell did wrong was not stop the kid when he said it. Say, hey, no, sir. Not quite. But, young fella, you keep playing the way you playing and help us get there, and then we can say that. Until then, can't quite say that. Also, a report came out from Dave McMenamin where he said the Cavs are open to having LeBron finish his career with them next season. That says a couple things to me. Number one, they may still feel like Bron can help guide these young guys, get them over the hump, because it's been a bit of a rough year this year for their team, coming off of the year that they had last year in Kenny Atkinson's first season at the helm of the Cleveland Cavaliers. They probably think, man, Bron come back here. It's the Eastern Conference. It's not as hard as the West. Bron can help get these young guys over. Or they could be thinking, this young group that we thought was it just ain't it. We might as well honor Bron and bring him back. And we know what he does for the economy of the city of Cleveland and all of the business that goes on around the city. One thing's for certain. I don't care if LeBron James got one leg. The Cleveland Cavaliers should and would, could, and better always be willing to have him come back there and put on the Cleveland Cavaliers jersey, because it's so much bigger than basketball. So much bigger than basketball, what he brings to that city. So when Dave McMenamin reported that, I know a lot of people were shocked, but I thought, yeah, of course, 1,000% they want him back. It just puts you in a different category.
And honestly, you turn on, after that, that was kind of that moment of damn, Kevin should be the best player in the NBA now because of what he just did to LeBron. And it's like you turn on the TV the next day, and the fucking headline is LeBron James still the best player in the world, ? And you got Stephen A., you got all these people debating it, and everybody's still saying LeBron James is the best player in the world. That's when I kind of felt like it took a turn, and then we came back 2017, 2018 season, and Kevin just wasn't as happy. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't as Steph, do what you do, Clay, do what you do. All of a sudden, it was kind of just fuck, why Steph shooting this shot? Or fuck, he ain't passed the ball. Or why Clay shooting this shot? Or fuck, why he ain't passed the ball? And I'm just sitting there yo, that's the same Clay and Steph I've always played with. They ain't playing no different than they've always playing. And I know those two guys, they definitely not looking you off. You know what I'm saying? They may not see you because they fucking got tunnel vision at times, which most scorers do got tunnel vision at times, and that's why they're great scorers. But they ain't gonna never just fucking look you off. I done played with them since I came into this league. That ain't who they are. But all of a sudden, everything became an issue. You know what I'm saying? So
You just heard it from people who lived it. Not analysts, not Twitter, players. And the one thing every single one of them kept circling back to wasn't rings. It was something else entirely. Drop one word in the comments, GOAT or not. Subscribe. The Kobe version drops next week.